Welcome to my first vlog of the Chicago Distance series. Let's get into it. I am on week 1 right now of 6. This video will include all 6 weeks. It's Friday, Valentine's Day. And I just completed a interval run this morning. It was 5 times 1K with walking breaks in the middle, which is my least favorite interval run if I'm doing it on the treadmill because it's very long and you definitely do more than 3 miles, which is fine, but mentally, it's a mental game. I swear running is more of a mental game than physical. I have gotten definitely in the habit of getting up at like 4:30 to 5 a.m., which is good. Although yesterday I did not get up early because I was exhausted. I was like, I'm done. I have done enough. I need a break. And it definitely helped. My watch actually is saying I'm in productive mode right now, which is like pretty rare. And then next week, I have a lot of classes planned out and I'm gonna take you guys along with me to those classes as kind of like a week in my life. This is a base, very much a base training for the AK. I just wanna get better. So keeping the base and improving the base are really my goals. And I'm feeling pretty good about it, not gonna lie. So I have a couple of classes through ClassPass scheduled next week and I figured I'd kind of go through the preview for all of y'all. So next week I have 2 Pure Barre classes, a Cycle Bar class, and then a Yoga Sculpt class. Those are the classes I'm doing next week. So I will definitely be vlogging those. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning and happy Monday. It is exactly 5 o'clock. I am headed out the door to drive on over to Pure Barre and get my classic class done. I also have 3 miles to run today, so we're gonna try and squeeze that in as well. The timing's gonna be a little tight, but we're gonna make it work. No running outside, at least in the first half of this week, because the wind chill is in the negatives and it's currently 2 degrees right now. Also, in terms of 75 hard, we're really in the home stretch now. It used to be all the way up there. We only have almost 25. We have 27 left. Here we are.
7, 8, 9, 10, 40 burns. Exhale, and close your tummy to the top of your abs. Curl, curl, we extend. Curl, curl, max. Curl your right arm to opposite side.
Happy Tuesday.
4, 3, 2, 1, rise. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. When you work on arms, your core is engaged the whole time. Roll it out. Take the arm, roll it towards your monitor.
It is Thursday. I need to be leaving the house literally right now because it's 5:05 and it takes 20 minutes for me to get to bar and it starts at 5:30, so I need to be out the door like yesterday. But yesterday was day 50 of 75 hard, so I'm officially 2/3 of the way through. I just have 20, no, it feels like 15 in my brain, but it's really 25 days left. And then I'm done, thank goodness. Yesterday was a big day for me, just like socially and scheduling wise, so I didn't really film what I did. And what I did was walk in my house, get my steps in, and then do 30 minutes of yoga stretching because I couldn't. Yesterday would have been a day that I would have stopped my fitness, but I chose not to because of 75 hard. Today's probably gonna be bar and another walk. Tomorrow will be another run day. I didn't get that much sleep last night. I got good sleep, but I got like 5 something hours, which is not good, so. I am ready for my yoga sculpt, and then I have my jacket for my run after.
Exhale, set your fingertips down on the left. Over to the right, taking your spine all Saturday and rest of your weekend. Namaste.
Girl Scouts are set out right in front of the studio. I had to walk past them. Y'all, that is their marketing strategy for sure. It's just like guilt and entryways. And I was a Girl Scout, so I get it. But oh my gosh, I don't need Girl Scout cookies right now. So I feel a little guilty. I'm gonna go on my run now. I freaking love hot workout classes, especially when it's freaking 20 degrees outside and I want it to be summer. Okay, so I just drove to my second place to run because the trail had too much snow and I knew that I'd be worried the entire time I run about my feet sinking in the snow and ice and whatever. And then I drove around trying to find shoveled walkways, which are very inconsistent. I found an area that has at least some shoveled pathways, and if I have to run it back and forth 100 times, I will do it and I will go crazy. I am done with the snow, I'm done with the ice, I'm done with the freezing, I'm done with the layering. I just want to run and be free. I just want to go to a forest preserve and run. Your girl is exhausted and it's only 10:30 a.m. That was everything this week. All of my fun classes and runs and everything. Tomorrow's gonna be an active rest day. Once I'm done with 75 hard, Sundays will be actual rest days, maybe one walk. Tomorrow will be a walk and yoga. Saturdays are definitely my hardest days, but I kind of love it. So I'll see you guys later. We're on week 3 of training. The 3rd day I've woken up with sinus issues and it's really strengthened today. I did go on a run yesterday and I did the best run that I've done in a while, so I don't understand how that makes sense at all. Now I know what Taylor Swift meant when she said, all my mornings are Mondays stuck in an endless February, because real. Not even just the cold, just in general, like February and January both have felt like their own years. Hi guys, it's currently week 4 of Shamrock Shuffle training, 4 out of 6, so we are almost there already. I'm on day 66 of 75 hard. I've been doing a lot of yoga sculpt and pure bar, not so much cycle bar lately. My past 3 runs this week have all been incredible. 3.2 miles in 31 minutes and 10 seconds, which is 9:44 average pace. I did take a couple stopping breaks to like get water and stuff, but seriously, that is really good time for me. So I felt really good about that. Plus it was on the treadmill, which is also hard. And I've been doing this thing with my church called a digital fast. I've been doing it since this Sunday. And they want us to like go off social media and go off of technology entirely, but I personally knew, like, I'm already doing 75 hard. I cannot do that. I can do it some of the way, but not all of the way. That run that I did on the treadmill, I decided no music, no phone, no video, no nothing, because I'm so used to all that. Just run nothing. That is kind of mental torture if you think about running on a treadmill with no music and no phone and no nothing. And I just kept pushing myself. I let my mind kind of take a break, and it was really nice, honestly. I did another 5K, 3.11 miles, average pace 10:36. So again, that's pretty good for me. I'm usually 11 to 12 minute girly, and lately I've been more of like a 10 to 11 minute girly, which is crazy, but I think that's 75 hard doing its job. Today was my third run. I did a 0.25 mile warm up, and then 6 by 400 meters, which is 0.25 of a mile, with walking breaks in between. I could choose how long I wanted to go with the walking breaks. So the first one I did, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go all out. So I went all out, and I was like low-key getting nauseous, and then I finished it. My Garmin will tell me in my headphones, finished in this amount of time. So it told me that I did it in 1 minute and 50 seconds. 7:25 average pace per mile for a quarter of a mile. What did I say? I am a double-digit runner. My first half marathon was about a 13:02 average pace, which is not bad by any means. I do care about improving myself and improving my fitness, but any pace is a good pace. You're moving forward, you're working hard, like it really depends on the person. I'm just talking about my own personal trajectory, and the fact that I went from 13 to 15 minutes to now it is an interval run, it's not a full mile, but 7 minutes and 25 seconds per mile for a quarter of a mile. Like, I'm gonna have to do a mile time trial again, because that blew my mind. And then my average pace for 2.27 miles was 11:05, and that's with all the walking breaks that I did, which were around 2-minute walking breaks. Usually my walking breaks make me do like 15 to 20 minute average pace. So that was like really crazy to me that I could even do that. So that's kind of my update, I guess. Yeah, just my running has definitely improved. Okay guys, I'm in week 5 of my Shamrock Shuffle training, and training's been going pretty well. I'm on day 71 of 75 hard, so we have 4 days left until we're done. I figured I'd show you one of my lunches because I just made this today and I'm kind of obsessed. First off, we have blueberries, about 100 grams of blueberries, salad. So we've got spring greens and spinach, 4 ounces of chicken breast, cooked obviously, and then 1 cucumber chopped, and then 6 cherry tomatoes, I always mix them up. I think it's cherry tomatoes. I have this dressing that I kind of made myself. So I bought Trader Joe's hot sauce and then Goddess dressing and then mixed them. So that's what this is. But I put this on top of the salad. Okay guys, it is 1 week until the Shamrock Shuffle. This is a proponent that 75 hard works. Getting a gallon of water a day, 8-ish hours of sleep, or having a consistent sleep schedule. Today I had yoga sculpt. They added it back. They removed it for a while because the instructor quit or something happened with the instructor. Low key, either it was my leggings, which are double lined, or it was the instructor. I couldn't tell if they had made the room like hotter than it normally is. A little bit of vertigo, I was feeling a little bit dizzy. Even in the beginning when I wasn't doing anything, I was like, why does the room feel spinny? This is not good. But anyway, I was like, all right, gonna go get this 5-mile run done, whatever. Past 2 days have been incredible weather, sunny, and yesterday it was 79 degrees outside. I live in Chicago and it's March. What do you mean 79 degrees? I had to go to a trail, and I've been wanting to go to this trail for weeks, but it just hasn't worked. Like, it's been too snowy or too rainy, or it was closed for one. Today, I ran 5 miles in 48 minutes and 19 seconds with an average pace of 9 minutes and 37 seconds per mile. What do you mean 9 minutes and 37 seconds per mile? That is unheard of for me. That's crazy. Hey friends, it is week 6 of training, and it's St. Patrick's Day if you can't tell with my decked out in green. Just completed 75 hard, it is done. Do believe I will be continuing a lot of those habits to a lesser extent and not as rigid, but I really think it did set me up for success going into this race and then my half marathon and eventual marathon training. So it was definitely a win for sure. Besides training, this came in the mail. My gear check bag and my little goodies for Sunday. Let's go through it all. First up, we have this every year, is the Shamrock Shuffle hat. And it looks very similar to last year's hat. These are Shamrocks instead of the stars that were last year. And the green's a little bit darker, and the logo's different because they did update their logos this year. I notice these things because I am in marketing. The next thing they give you, along with probably every race in existence, is a t-shirt. And I didn't really love last year's t-shirt. It was fine, but it wasn't green, and I wanted it to be green. And this is definitely green. Here is my bib. I'm in Corral E, which is the first corral in wave 2, which starts at 9 a.m. I just saw today. And you also get a beer ticket, which again, super glad I'm done with 75 hard because that would have made me sad. I would have passed it up if I was doing 75 hard and been fine. But also, side note, I did not pay for pictures. I didn't do it last year. Like $80. I really don't think I need a picture of me on a questionable weather day. Unless if I have a good one, then I'll pay for it after. So that's everything in this bag. I'm very excited for Sunday. I think that's actually gonna end this video. I wanna end it on a high note, and week 6 training, I'm sure will be okay. And if you're interested in more Chicago distance series stuff, feel free to subscribe or check out my other videos, and I will be posting the race hopefully next week. That will definitely be my next video. I don't know when I'll post it, but I believe it will be the week after I post this. So it'll be fun. And then after that, we hop right in to training for the half. So yeah, I will see you guys later.